As the advertising goes, everything is bigger in Texas. And while they may not always be able to claim that superlative, everything is big. And if they don't have the biggest, they often have number 2. This is Palo Duro Canyon, the second largest canyon in the United States, but it is still worthy of its hype because it's several miles across and not nearly as deep as the Grand Canyon's 1 mile. It's still way down there. We're going to drive through the canyon and get a look at it from the bottom, which you cannot do at the Grand Canyon. This roadside picnic area where I spent the night is pretty great because you can just look over the canyon and the south end of the canyon. The state park is in the north end and we're going to drive that way, but I don't know that we're going into the state park. We'll make that call when we get there, because you have to go online to buy your entrance tickets or a ticket, and it's $8, which is all right, but I'm not sure we're going to see a lot more in the state park other than some displays than we're going to see here. And since we came to see the canyon and we are already in it, nice. Top of that cliff on the right is where we were parked last night. God's country, all right. We're meeting a semi on this pretty steep hill. Thank goodness he's not loaded. Might take him a while to climb up, but looking out in front of us, you can see while it's not as colorful as the Painted Desert, it does have different shades of red and brown and tan. Construction over on the left, and they do have campgrounds in the state park. But as far as I know, we're not in the state park here. We're just in the canyon, which I knew this, but it's been verified on this trip. If I can see a feature that's outside of the packaged and presented parks for the tourist, I would rather see it in its raw state. Of course, the best parts are usually where the parks are, but driving through this canyon where people have houses and farms, as opposed to the antiseptic one way here, drive one way here, or don't go here and don't get off the trail. Rules of the state park are just, well, that's not me. Can you imagine how many people come to this state park and say they've been to Palo Duro Canyon, but they never drive through the whole length of it like we are? They just go to the state park and look around for a few minutes and say they've been there. Both ways are valid, but I prefer this one, because I get to see things that well, you have to figure them out yourself. Everything doesn't have a sign pointing to it. Like over on the left, 1, 2, 3, there are 4 distinct layers of rock. And from what I did read early, the bottom ones are Precambrian, which means before the dinosaurs, and the one at the very top is fairly young Paleocene sediments. There's a Red Rock Ranch on the left. Somebody on the right may be him too. Alright, we're about to cross a river that probably carved this canyon, so let's see what it says. Yes, it's the Prairie Dog Town fork of the Red River. Ooh, and there's a cross. We're climbing up the other side of the canyon now, I guess. But of course, it's right and left. It's a long way across. Yeah, I picked up a little bit of a hack and a little sniffles. Been exposed to anybody since Ehrenberg at the laundromat. I guess that's a couple weeks ago, so maybe that's the incubation period. But well, we're not quite out of the canyon yet because there's a steep bluff still ahead of us. We just came up on a little rise. Hopefully it's not the COVID. If it is, say it was meant to be, because I have taken precautions. And of course I don't trust masks anyway, because all those scientists who say wear your mask, they know very well that the size of the pores in the mask will not filter out the virus. Alright, let's see what the historical marker says. The S.P. Hamlin family pioneered this site in the dugout to the west. Hamlin and wife Virginia Ann settled in Lakeview area in 1889. That's enough. The historical marker went on about the settlement of the area and how that family was important in making it what it is. And as you can see around, it ain't grown a whole lot. 30 miles away is the town of Canyon, but what have we seen? A couple of houses in here since we entered the canyon, but it is a pretty sight over there. We're all on the cliffs. I think we have accomplished our mission of driving through the canyon.
It looks like Greensburg is about 1,046 miles away by car.
But anyway, I'm just rambling now. There's some Texas Longhorns off to the right in Texas. Yay! We're on a frontage road running beside I-40. You can see road construction on the left, but there's the big cross sign, and we can see it ahead of us. There's another attraction here at Groom. Well, it's not really an attraction, but it's a curiosity. It's just a couple miles up the road, I think. Just over this rise, we'll see the second landmark it is coming into view. It's called the Leaning Water Tower of Broome. Of course, a play on the Leaning Tower of Pisa. As you see, the water tower is canted at a pretty good angle. There's that building again on the left. The one that was in cars. Coming into Cordell, Oklahoma, and the courthouse dominates the skyline as you come in from the west. There's the dollar store. That's a different one. Different kind. It must have taken over. So that's a brick building. Let's see. We probably need to go around and exit the other side. Sure, he's been silent on it. If you look over to the left, you see these marshmallow looking things. Those are actually rolls of cotton that have just been harvested.